I'm Vicki Chelf, author of Vicki's Vegan Kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to make a vegan spinach pie and a whole wheat crust. And I use 15 ounces to a pound of spinach. Now this is just the already washed baby spinach, and I took it and I rinsed it. And just the water that it was rinsed with will give it enough water to cook it. So it's only going to need about 3 or 4 minutes of cooking. And we're going to just take it, put it in a big pot. It's going to cook way down to almost nothing. We're going to put it in a big pot, cover it, put it on high, then turn it down to simmer and let it cook for about 4 minutes while we blend the tofu and do everything else. So we're just going to put it in a big pot. And you need a big pot. And we'll put the lid on and turn it on high, and I'll go back to it in a minute. Now, we use a silken tofu for the filling, and I'm using a firm organic. I always make sure to use organic when I use soy because of the GMO thing. But this is just organic, firm, silken tofu. Not regular tofu, silken is better for this. So you buy it in packages that don't need refrigeration. So you just put this in a blender. And we can blend it with, we can add some of our spices. We can add our salt. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of sea salt and a teaspoon of tarragon. You can use, if you don't like tarragon, use thyme, basil, whatever. But I like tarragon. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of white pepper. If you don't like things a little piquant, don't use the white pepper. But if you like it really even a little more spicy, you could put a pinch of cayenne on top of that. But that will just make a nice little bit of spiciness. And turmeric, because we can. Turmeric is so good for you. And I try to sneak it in just about anything I can because of all of the phytonutrients in it. And this will make it yellow and look more like it's made out of eggs. So we're just going to turn on the blender. Just blend it until it's no longer lumpy. And you see the turmeric made it sort of yellowy. I'm going to put it in a big bowl. So we have to get it all. Or most of it. And then I add ½ cup dry onion flakes. I like, in this recipe, the dry onions better than fresh onions because it helps to make the quiche dry out, and it just gives it a better consistency, and it adds more flavor, and it's easy. You don't have to chop onions. So dry onion flakes, mix it up. And now I'm going to go check out my spinach. Look at this. That huge pot of spinach is cooked way down. So we're going to just drain it because we want to press out all the water. Put it in the bowl with the tofu and onions and mix it up. We've got our spices in here and everything. Dry onion flakes. So when it's well mixed, just going to take it and put it in our crust that we already made. It's going to fit just right. And voila. We're going to put some sesame seeds on top just to make it pretty, and it gives a nice little crunch to it too. So just a couple of tablespoons or so, black or white, either one. Now we're going to put it in the oven at 350 and bake it for, it's going to take about 40-45 minutes. We're going to bake it until the crust is nice and brown and the quiche inside the filling is nice and firm and we can slice it.